Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prizepicks video. This one talking about the NBA for Monday. We have 4 picks in the video. Stay tuned to hear all 4. If you guys want more picks, check out the Dynamo private Discord right now for free. You can get in there with the trial. More picks from me, plus a bunch of other cappers. You can see some huge hits over the weekend, like 5 to win 125 using our picks, and a ton more green as we scroll up from private Discord members, hitting some huge slips. This is the kind of stuff we're posting in our channels, just our favorite picks from each capper. You can see directly posting 3 underdog picks. We had a private Discord member, 956, use this exact play here to win a 6.82x. More people in the private Discord calling out the cappers and tailing their picks to hit some more big slips. A lot of our cappers have been on hot streaks. Like a look inside Finitti's channel. He posted just his 3 favorite NBA picks and hit all 3 of them. This weekend as well, posted just his 3 favorite goblins, hit another 3 of 3 on the weekend. Another capper, Volo, on Sunday, 3 favorite NBA plays, 2 favorite NHL, hit his 2-man NHL, and went 4 of 1 on the day with his picks. So click that top link. You can get in right now with the free trial. But you're going to want to stay in here because we got picks every day for a bunch of cappers. We've been crushing the NBA. You guys saw the big hits. Look inside our channels, people tailing cappers picks and hitting some big ones. So let's get into the picks for this video. Right now on Prizepicks, it's early, so they only have goblins, demons up for every picks. So we're going to be going off of Underdog mostly for this and parlay play. If you're not on any of those, you got to be on at least those 3. You're going to get higher payouts on a site like Underdog, Parlay Play, and also different promos, different lines as well. So first one we're going to go to is going to be Max Christie. We're going to go under on his rebounds at 4.5. Just a really high line for Christie on the rebounds, kind of for no reason here. At 4.5, like taking the under. Just one he hasn't been hitting, and the minutes kind of been all over the place for Christie, so I don't really like this one. Going to be taking the under. Just a high value play here to start things out. So if you look at this one for Christie, over 4.5 rebounds is something he's only hit in 19% of games this year. Obviously, he's playing a lot more now with Dallas, but still not a high hit rate for him. So on Outlier, you can come over. You can look at games that he's only played with Kyrie Irving this year to get a better idea of what he's been doing on the Mavericks. So 3 of 10 games only, he's gone for 5 or more rebounds. That was into the first 2 games, so he got 9 and 6. His last 5, he hasn't gotten there, and in the last one, just got to 2. The minutes, again, all over, was starting out with low 30s of minutes, and then in the last one here, he only got 27, so minutes were down a bit in that last game. So, I projected him still for around 30 minutes, but just not a high hit rate on the season or overall. You can also look just on all games this year in 57 games. You can look at just games where he's played. Let's just look at games where he got 28 or more minutes. Still only 27% of games this year. 9 of 33 he's gone for 5 or more rebounds. So I like going to this value play for an early one to lock in with the first pick in the video. Then we're going to go to Donovan Clingan. I like going on his PRA at 15.5. I think a good spot and line for him. Coming up against Philadelphia, who's not going to have Embiid with a huge presence down there. I think Clingan is going to have to play a lot, though, because they're probably going to go with Andre Drummond a good amount. Clingan should match up with him pretty well. But more importantly for Portland is we're not going to have Robert Williams or DeAndre Ayton in this game. And we've seen Clingan play a lot more with those 2 guys out and have some really nice games with them out as well. So I do like going to Clingan in a good spot without those 2 guys. He should be in line for in the 20s of minutes, possibly even high 20s. So I like going to Clingan on a pretty good line for him in a good spot. So if you look at him, you could see on the season he's only hit this 32% of times. Obviously he hasn't played a ton, but he's definitely playing more with Robert Williams and with Ayton out. So on this season he's averaging just 16 minutes per game. If we look at games this year, he's played without Ayton and Robert Williams, who is listed as a game time decision, but it did come out that he's done for this road trip and won't be considered back playing until March 8th. There are multiple reports that say that. So in games without those 2, he's hit this in 7 of 11 of them. 2 of them very close as well, where he got to 15 in 2 games. This last one, he just got to 9 in the game yesterday. And while that wasn't good to see, and he played just 11 minutes, he did foul out in this game. In 11 minutes, he got 6 fouls. So hopefully he's not going to be in foul trouble in this one. That's probably the only thing that should keep him below 20 minutes. 6 of these games without Ayton and Robert Williams, he's played 25 or more minutes. So definitely awesome to see. I think we could get back to that especially because Cleveland, a bunch of guys against Cleveland from Portland played a ton of minutes in their game, and they're on a back-to-back. Klingon should be more fresh because he just played 11 minutes as well. So I think you could see a good amount of minutes for him. And then we can just look at this line, and you could see that 32% hit rate, but in games this year where he's played just 17 or more minutes, it's a 63% hit rate. If he plays at least 20 minutes, it's a 77% hit rate. And if he plays 22 or more minutes, which I think he should be in line for 25, at least in this game, he's hit this in 8 of 8 games, going for 19 or more on the PRA. So I really like this spot in line for him. We just got to hope he's not in foul trouble in this game like the last one. So I like this spot for him a lot. All right, then we're actually going to stick with Portland, and we're going to go to Anthony Simons. So I do think Simons, being young, even though he played 40 minutes in this game that's a back-to-back, I think he should be playing again and getting in the 30s of minutes in this one. And we could possibly see some of their veteran guys sit out like Jeremy Grant or Denny Advia, which would actually just open up even more scoring opportunities for Simons. And we're getting a lower line here at 19.5. I think yesterday it was set at 21.5. Still a line I liked. He got to 27 or 28 points. So a really low line, one of the lower ones we've seen for Simons here, especially in a good matchup versus Philadelphia, who's been giving up a ton of points. So I like going to Simons for all those reasons. And let's just look. We can see it is a high hit rate, especially when he plays a decent amount of minutes. So on the season, it's over a 50% hit rate at 53%. But there was a ton of games this year where he like barely played. There's 3 games in a row where he got like 21 minutes or under. Last game in that overtime, he played 41.8, but the games leading up to that, 3 games with 31 or more minutes. He's averaging 32.6 minutes on the season. I think he should be in line for at least that, possibly even more. If we just look at games where he's played 31 or more minutes in 38 games this year, he's hit this 71% of the time. He could honestly be in for 33 or more minutes in this one, especially if it's close. And then he's hit this 89% of games, 24 of 27 this season. Just a massive hit rate. It's supposed to be a close game, 3.5 point spread, should be a good amount of points. Possibly guys sitting out, like I said, as well, and I really like Simons and Klingon both in this spot on low lines. So these picks have been on Underdog, and they do have a higher payout than Prizepicks at a 6x for 3 picks here, but you can get even higher payouts on Parlay Play. So I've been playing on Parlay Play even more than Prizepicks and Underdog because the higher payouts, and they have a great welcome bonus. But you could see right here 6.68x on a 3-pick slip. I just input 3 picks that are on Underdog. They don't have all the same ones we've been talking about, but you can see they have a couple of the same ones, and it's a 6.68x, way higher than even Underdog, going to be way higher than Prizepicks. So that's why I've been playing over here. And I mentioned that welcome bonus. You could try it out for free, and you just get $5 in your account. You don't even have to put in a card or deposit. Then after that, they have a 100% deposit match, so you're going to want to stay over there for that free money plus higher payouts. That's why I've been playing over here even more than Prizepicks and Underdog. So definitely check Parlay Play out. They'll be linked down below as well. I highly recommend playing over there. So now let's get into the next one. We're going to LaMelo Ball over on his points at 21.5. Crazy how far the lines have come down for LaMelo Ball. Down to 21.5 now. I think in December, January, we were seeing lines 29.5, 28.5 for LaMelo. Now we're getting at 21.5. Obviously, it's been rough, but I do think it could be a decent spot for him to have a bounce back. And he's just been hitting this one so much this year, besides the last couple of weeks that have been rough for him. But I expect a bounce back, and I think he can do it here. So looking at LaMelo, this chart that we're going to see down here is going to look really good besides the end. It's 76% of his games outright this year. He has hit 22 or more points. It's been a rough stretch for him, though. Last 3 games, 20, 13, 5. Then one with 27, 5, 24, and 7. So some absolutely terrible games in here, but those were games where he did get injured. So in this one, he got injured in this game, only played 8 minutes, came back, played 36 in his first game back, and then got injured again, played just 10. First game back, 33. Then a blowout, they lost by 60. Next game, they lost by almost 50, and then this game was a closer one. He got up to 20 against Washington. So I do think if he's not getting injured or getting blown out by 40, 50 points, he should be hitting this one. A 76% hit rate on the season, despite what's been going on his last 7, 8 games here. So I just think even just bumps this up to games he's played 11 or more minutes, and it goes up to an 80% hit rate. So I just think, given the minutes, he's going to have a bounce back spot here. As long as this one is remotely close, should be playing in the 30s of minutes and hitting this one. So I like it. It's already bounced between 22.5 and 21.5, so I think we're getting a good line as well. And if you guys want more picks, check out the Dynamo private Discord right now for free on the trial. You can get in here. You can see big hits over the weekend from private Discord members, like 5 to win 125 using our picks. You could scroll up, see some more green. Ton of big slips being hit here recently. Inside my channel, just posting my favorite picks here at Underdog. Hit these 3. People directly copying these picks and hitting, like private Discord member 956, using the same exact picks that I gave out to win a 6.82x. More love for the cappers, as Trey hit some big slips using our picks and was thanking us in the chats. Another capper, Finity, giving out picks. Just 3 favorite NBA this day. Hit all 3. Then 2 days later, gave out 3 more NBA picks. Hit all 3 over the weekend. Bolo, another capper, on Sunday gave out 3 NBA picks, 2 NHL. Hit the NHL and went 4 of 1 on the day. So click the top link to get in there for free on the trial. But you're going to want to stay in after the trial, because daily picks from me plus a bunch of other cappers. You saw a look inside of our channels, stuff we're posting in there. Bunch of big hits from private Discord members cashing out. So you're definitely going to want to be in here. All those cappers and picks in one Discord. Highly recommend getting there, check it out. And you have to be on Parlay Play if you're playing on Prizepicks and Underdog. Great welcome bonus, $5 free, so you can just get in there, see if you like it. Don't even have to deposit, but you're going to want to stay because they got that 100% deposit match. You're going to start with a ton of money. And most importantly, we just have 3 picks in here that are on Underdog, and we're getting a 6.68x, so the payouts are way higher, which is the most important thing and why I play over here even more. It's going to make you a way more profitable better playing on a site like Parlay Play that has higher payouts. So check them out. We'll see you guys in the Discord, and subscribe to the channel.